Hello and welcome to the Machona podcast. Hope you've had a productive and healthy week. Mine has been great. Just a little bit tired from work, and the weekend is almost halfway gone as well, which is quite annoying. But here we are, and we have a new episode today. And with this one, I got the tips from one of my good friends, Brinel or Paige. Thank you very much for the recommendation that I do an episode on interracial relationships. Now this is going to be interesting. What I'll do is he pretty much gave me the whole script for this episode. He gave me 6 tips to talk about, but I will just try to relate them to my own personal experiences as usual, and then we'll see how to proceed from there. So, interracial relationships, these are relationships that take place between two people of different races. That's white and black, or black and Asian, or anything of that sort. In most cases, these relationships are pretty interesting because of the cultural differences between the two people involved, and also just the difference of environments as well. One race may have grown up in a different society altogether with a different environment, and the other quite different from them as well, and now you blend together to try and live together. So that's usually where the issues come about in such relationships. But we'll try to look at that and see how it relates to us, and also ways that we can go about in terms of trying to rectify any differences that may come about. I qualify to speak on this this topic because more than half of my relationships have been with people of races other than my own. So I have dated more outside of my race than my own, and so I have seen quite a lot of the things that we are going to talk about. So the first one is do not expect your relationship to be supported by everyone on either side. This happens quite a lot. I'll give an example of our culture. So our culture, when it comes to say relationships with white people, most people will look at it with a lot of interest, because I'll go on and say this: some people think being in a relationship with maybe a white person is a form of prestige, or it means you've gone a level above the others, which in my opinion is not true, because we are all people anyways, and it's just a difference of color, and so with that in mind, a lot of people, some will be looking at you with a level of jealousy. Some will be looking at it from a level of the cultural aspect, and how maybe your partner will not be able to follow the cultural expectations and that sort. And with the other races as well, maybe there could be a level of racism as well into that, where people are looking at you like you are not supposed to be dating this kind of a person, or you're not supposed to be dating someone from outside of your race. And so there's usually that opposition. And with the issue of people not supporting the relationship, I have seen that. I remember when I got married to someone of a different race, and the comments that I used to receive from especially people back home, because I was out of the country. Some of them were very annoying because of the things that they were saying, like what I just spoke about earlier. Not that they did not support, but it's just that sort of negativity that comes with it, and if you're not prepared for it, you might react in a negative way as well, and just cause confusions. But support definitely is not guaranteed when you are dating someone of a different race. It's not just from the family, it could be just people in the streets as well. The looks that they will give you will definitely show you that they are not in support of your relationship. But what matters is how you feel about each other, and the support that you're getting from either sides of the family. That's, to me, what really matters. The second one is respect your partner's culture. This is also important because our cultures being different, it means that we have grown up in different environments, and the way I was brought up is definitely totally different from the way my partners were brought up. And so it used to be interesting, where I would react in a certain way, and my partner would be like, "Why do you do that?" And I remember the first time that I met her mother, she came and she hugged me. And so jokingly I said, "Well, you don't do that in my culture. You're with your mother-in-law, or if you're female, your father-in-law, you're not allowed to give them a hug or even just greet them in the hand. Culturally, that's not allowed." Cultures really play a huge role, especially with us Africans who more culturally oriented. You'd find that we have a lot of things that we follow, which other races might find a bit weird. And so if that's something that you explain to your partner and you talk about those things, that will reduce a lot of misunderstandings along the way. And the third one is defend your partner when she faces racial hostilities in the best possible way. Well, the environment that I was in meant that I was the one who was different, and so yeah, I'll definitely give kudos to my partners, because whenever we encountered any form of racial issues, they definitely did stand up. And I don't know, maybe I was just dating a lot of loudmouth people, but yeah, they definitely did. And it also gives, I believe, your partner the sense of security, knowing that you are there for them, you have their back, literally, because in most cases people would say, well, I have your back, but when something happens, they would usually be quiet, and so you feel like you still have to defend yourself in that situation. But when the person, even if it happened to my partner, and that is coming from people of my kind, if I stand up to them and defend her, then that will give her that sense of security as well. The fourth one is be bold when introducing your partner, and feel free to move with them in public, as that gives them confidence. Yeah. I have witnessed situations where I think in most cases it was my friends from Asia. I don't know if because like India, Pakistan, somewhere there, where maybe they are in most cases Muslim. they would be, of course, dating people from another race who are not a part of their religion. And so when they see somebody who they know from their community, they would try to hide, so to speak. And with those things, obviously, over time your partner will notice that when you are around your people, you try to act as if you are not really into that relationship, or maybe someone is just forcing the relationship on you. But when you are in your closed quarters, then that's when you now try to act like you are the partner that you claim to be. So if you are putting yourself in a relationship that is of that nature, then you have to stand up. Obviously, you have to be bold. You have to show your partner that you are proud of them. You have to show your partner that you want to be with them, and therefore when you are introducing them to your, I don't know if I should use this word, but your kind, you have to be bold, because if you are bold, then it shows that you have the confidence in the relationship that you have, and so that gives them confidence as well to be around that's environment that you're in. And so this is very important. The fifth one is compromise where possible, but do not over compromise when uncomfortable. Interracial relationships, definitely you have to compromise, because as mentioned earlier, you have grown up in different environments, you have grown up in different societies in most cases, and so the way of thinking in most cases is different, but you have to work together and find common ground. Now this is where the compromises come in, where you have to obviously let go of some of your own beliefs, which you feel your partner is uncomfortable with, and just as well, if there's something that you're uncomfortable from your partner's side, they also have to make some compromises as well. And also in just I think the social settings as well, there would have to be some compromises as well, because there are certain things that probably I would not be able to do, which other races do, and just as well them as well, there could be some things that my race or my culture does, which they are uncomfortable with. So we would have to make those compromises and find common ground, so that if we go to my partner's community, I am comfortable, and if she comes to my community as well, she would be comfortable equally. And this works well, because you would enjoy more sharing each other's cultures together, and also you would make the other person more interested in learning about your culture if you are willing to meet in the middle and make the relationship work in that matter. The sixth one is don't live to prove people wrong, but live to show that it's love that brought you together above all else. I would say it applies a lot to our community. I don't think it's Zambians only, but large parts of Africa. People would want to be in a relationship with a different race for prestigious reasons, or just to show others that they are better than them. And so you don't have to prove to people about anything, because a true relationship is about love. If you love that person, then that's when you are supposed to be with them. Not to be with them basically for selfish reasons. That is definitely wrong. And people always have things to say, whether you are doing good or you are not doing good, they will still have something to say. So don't look at people when you are in a relationship of this nature, but work on building the love that you have, and that's how you are going to grow. The seventh one is understand and respect those with contrast views, as some give them out not to injure but fear of facing a different culture. Now with this one is a bit of a difficult one, because as much as you would want to respect those with contrasting views, it depends on the views that they or those contrasting views that they are coming up with, because most of them, it's just like, no, I can't take that. And you would see that they were not constructive, so to speak. It's just those things where somebody just is just probably frustrated with their own life, and they think you're showing off to them, but that's your life, really. But to be also just neutral, they are people who would give you views that might help in your marriage as well, if you're married, or just in your relationship in general. And so it is definitely up to you to make that judgment. You see where the person is coming from with their advice, and you listen to them as well, and then you can make a judgment from whatever has been advised. But it's just not being quick to react. You first of all listen to what that particular person is proposing, and then you also try to see how you can apply it to your life. If it seems to be some good advice, then definitely by all means take it and apply it and see where life takes you. And so these are the pointers that I got from my advisor. And looking back at my own personal life, with my relationships, I don't think any of them broke down because of any cultural issues or any racial issues. Most of the breakups that I had were just down to just two people really not being compatible. But I wouldn't really say that I have been in a situation where the racial aspect or the cultural aspect was in play. It's definitely an interesting situation to be in, because you get to learn more from your partner and from the things that they have gone through, especially if you've grown up in different countries. Then you definitely know that the cultures are definitely different, and you then get to teach each other, just life experiences as well, and so that becomes interesting. And I am somebody who supports interracial relationships, definitely. And if you do find yourself in one, then all I would advise is take time to learn about your partner's culture, and also take time to learn about how they have grown up and the environment that they've grown up in, and then also learn to compromise. Don't go in with your culture and also your upbringing and try to impose that on your partner, because they do not know about that. So the best thing that you can do is be flexible, and also be someone who's willing to learn, and also share your experiences as well, and then you would be able to build something beautiful. So that's all I had. It's been a short one. 20 minutes seems short nowadays because I think I've been talking too much. Thank you to Brinel once again. I got another idea which probably will be sharing maybe midweek or at the weekend. Kevin sent me an idea for the next episode as well, which will be talking about side hustles. So I'm really excited about that, and we'll try to get some material in so that we can be able to make another great episode about it. But in the meantime, it's bye from me. You have a great week once again. Remember to stay safe. Remember to keep your families safe as well. And we'll see you on the other side. It's been much honor.
But you don't know no one.